Hello everybody and welcome to my very first Ring of the Warlock video. So Blizzard gave us a very nice bunch of quality of life changes and I'm very happy with everything, but in this video I'm going to show you how to set up and use the loot filter. So when you open the loot filter at first of all you need to click on escape, then you click right there on loot filter and you arrive at this screen, okay? If you click on select a profile, you see a bunch of default profiles right there for each characters, each classes. If you click on, for example, Druid, you will see this, okay? When I clicked on there at first, I was very confused. I didn't know what it means, basically. And the best way to understand everything is to ignore everything in there and start from scratch. So we will start from scratch. Click on the plus sign right there. Write your own name. For me, it's Zyph. Confirm, and then you will set it up from scratch basically, and it will allow you to understand the way it works. So click on new rule, and then you can either select show or hide. So if you leave it on default on show, you will have to click on everything that you actually want to see, okay? But I think the opposite is much easier to set up. Click on hide, this way everything that you check will be hidden, right? So now for the items rarity, you want to leave unchecked. And by the way, this is how I will set it up, okay? You don't have to do exactly the same thing that I do, but I think the way I'm going to set it up is going to be the most common and used ways for pretty much everybody. So if you don't know what to do, how to set it up, just copy me, okay? So the items rarity, we want to see the normal base items, all right? Because this can be very good. You can find very good bases on the ground. You want to leave this unchecked, okay? Inferior, check this. Nobody in the history of Diablo 2 ever wanted to find an inferior item like a cracked dagger or whatever. So check this. Superior, leave this unchecked because again, these can be very good bases, okay? So leave this unchecked. Eth socketed for the same reason. You want to leave it unchecked. You want to see them. Magic, some very rare items like magic gloves and stuff like that, magic pelts and druid helms and everything like this can be best in slot, or at least they can be very, very good. So leave magic unchecked. You can check it if you don't want to waste time IDing all the magic items, but I will leave it unchecked. Rare, same thing, I leave it unchecked because some rare items can be very, very good. Unique and set, obviously, we want to leave them unchecked. We want to see all of them. Now, the quality, okay? Normal, you can check this if you don't want to find them, but I will leave it unchecked for two reasons. Some very rare items are normal quality, like Torch of Iroh, for example. This is a wand, this is a Grailer item. It's very, very rare. But also, if you want to complete the Grail, which is called the Chronicle now, you want to leave this unchecked. You want to see all of these items. So I will leave all of these three unchecked. Now in armor, you can check again everything that you want, but I really suggest you leave everything unchecked because if you check, for example, Barbarian Helm, you will never find any Barbarian Helms, not one, right? So even the best in slot ones, you will not see them on the ground. So you want to leave everything in there unchecked. Same thing in weapons. You want to leave all of this unchecked, okay? All of this in there unchecked. And accessories, this is charms, amulets, rings, and jewels. Again, leave all of this unchecked because you might, if you check jewels because you don't want to see them, you will miss some facets sometimes. Same things for rings. You don't want to miss a Stone of Jordan. And charms, you don't want to miss 3-20-20, right? So leave all of this unchecked. Now the more complex part is in items, okay? So equipment, only inferior. In items, are you tired of running like the cow levels and stuff like that and having gold piles everywhere on your screen? Yes, I am. Okay, so click on gold piles less than. And now you can select like what I'm gonna do is about 10,000, okay? So I'm not gonna see any gold piles that is less than 10,000. Now, it doesn't mean that you will not pick them up. When you run on top of them, you will still auto pick up all the gold that you run on top of, but you will not see the tooltip, okay? So you will only see the tooltips now on amounts more than 10,000. And if you have like OCD like me and you want to have a very nice round number, you can't do it like this. And if you leave it at 1 and you click there, it's gonna go to 10,001. But the way to fix it, the way to fix the OCD is to put it to 100,000 and click 18 times right there. Like this. A nice round number. No more OCD. Yay! And then in items, okay, so this is all the items in the game, like potions, keys, stuff like that. What I suggest you to do, this is what I'm gonna do personally, check potions, okay? And then check here, click on this. And click on full rejuve. This way, you will not see any potions on the ground except the full rejuves. You can also like antidotes, stamina, whatever. So you can do super mana, super healing too. But for me, only the full rejuve potions, alright? And then keys, you don't want anything because this is only keys, scroll and tomes. Again, this is only tomes and scrolls. You don't want to find any of them. Ammunition, it's only arrows and bolts. Uber materials, of course, you want to see them. You don't want to not find any of these. So you want to see all of this. Terrorize tokens, same thing. Essence, token of absolution, same thing. Now runes, okay? Runes, you can select all the ones that you want. So you can choose, like what I'm gonna do personally is this, okay? I don't want to see any low and mid runes, so I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna see anything on the ground from L rune to Lem. Nothing, okay? I'm only going to see pull from Zod. And if you want, you can do like this, so only Mal to Zod, whatever. So, but I'm gonna do pull to Zod. So I'm only gonna see on the ground from pull to Zod. And then the gem is gonna be the same thing. You check this, but you uncheck perfect all of this right there. And you also uncheck all of this. So this way you will see all the flawless gems on the ground and all the perfect ones, okay? So now it's done. It's set up. So rule, like everything, because there's only going to be one rule. So now you see profile Zyph, one rule encompassing everything. Now if it's checked, it's active. If it's unchecked, it's not active. If you want to modify it, it's not obvious. They should have made like a pencil button or whatever right there. But you need to click on the 3 dots right here, okay? Click on edit rule. Now you can edit everything that you want, okay? And the way it works mechanically is, just stay on the video if you want to see how it works mechanically. I'm going to go in the cow levels. I'm going to show you how it works exactly, but I'm going to show right here too. So let's say I drop all of this on the ground, okay? So we see everything. We just don't see my potion right there. We don't see the scroll that I dropped that you can see it right there just above my cursor, but we don't see the actual name, right? But if you need a scroll, you don't need to deactivate, you don't need to mess up your loot filter, okay? If you actually want to pick up the scroll that you see right there, click on Alt. When you don't see the items, okay, when you don't see the names shown, now you can hover, you can put your cursor on top and click on it, right? If you need the potion, it's the same thing. But if you don't want to see any of those, like if you click on Alt, I mean, you will not see anything. So I'm gonna go right there, drop it. You see, I don't see, and I can't even click on it. So you can't by accident click on a scroll when you want to pick up like a perfect amethyst or whatever, right? So if you want to see this, you need to click on Alt, so you don't see any of these. Now you can put your cursor on them and click on them. So this is a very, very nice way of, this is a very nice implementation, I mean, of the loot filter. I really, really like what they did with this. This is absolutely amazing. It works perfectly. Now let's go in the cow level very quickly to see how it works. Oops. I didn't play this character in a while, so I was not sure. Okay. So, okay. So you see, I don't see the 2 potions on the ground. The potion right there, I don't see the scroll. So I'm gonna go like where there's a lot. Oh fuck, I'm gonna die. So, okay. So look at the difference. I'm gonna show you the before and after. Oh wow, unique amulet. What the hell? So look, this is what we see right now, okay? But if we deactivate the rule, hide, this is what we see normally. This is what we saw before, right? Before the loot filter, this is what we saw. It's not too bad right now, right? It's only like 25 or 30 items, something like this. But with the loot filter, it's this. This is crazy. This is so good. I really like this. And again, if you need potions, you just click on Alt so you don't see anything. And then you can click on the super healing potion. You can click on the potion that you want. And again, the gold, look, you pick it up. Even if it's a small amount, you run on top and you pick it up. So you see how good this is. This is absolutely insane. I'm very, very happy. And you see damage Chris from the boulder, from the rock. So you don't see it because it's in the loot filter, right? But if for whatever reason you want to see what it is, click on Alt, put your mouse on top, you see damage Chris. So this is very, very nice. Let's see the amulet that I found. Eligible for... Oh! I didn't see this. I'm gonna make a video about Chronicle also, by the way. So eligible for Chronicle. Let's ID it. Mayemo Curio. So now it's in the Chronicle. Let's look. How do I see? Okay, oh nice. First found, the time, the exact date, El Bovine. This is amazing. I'm gonna make a video about this also. So anyway, that was the video for the loot filter. I hope it was clear. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave me questions in the comments. If there's anything that you would like me to explain about the new expansion, Ring of the Warlock, just let me know in the comments. It would be a pleasure for me to help you understand everything about the new mechanics, about the new quality of life changes. So thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day.